Richard, dial me in, and once the cameras are rolling, we're going to start set two for Relish on a Saturday afternoon. Took some requests anyway, and if I don't remember exactly what they were, I'm going to ask you to shout them out, and if you don't shout them out, then I'm not going to play them. That I remembered. Give me a couple before I do that. Welcome back to set number 2 at Relish on a Saturday afternoon. How are you doing, everybody? Let me hear. That sounds like a full house, even if it ain't. Well, you know me and I know you, and I'm so glad that we're here together. One thing I can tell you, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is we got to be free, and here we are together. Thumbs up from the camera crew. And I went around in the break. This is our second set at Relish, 511 Danforth Avenue East, not to be confused with Danforth North, South, or West in the city of Toronto. Took some requests. Going to do as many of them as I can remember, and if I forgot them, I want you to shout them out. But I went over to Pat's table, and I got a request there for Tom Jones, the Beatles, and some old soul. So let me start with old soul. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I watch them roll away again. Lord, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay. I had nothing to live for, looked like nothing gonna come my way. Lord, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change, everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people want me to, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 10,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Lord, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm wasting time. Yeah, looks like nothing's gonna change, everything just remains the same. But I can't do what 10 people want me to, so I guess I'll remain the same. And now I'm sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 10,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, I'm wasting time, wasting time. Yeah, yeah. Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. We had a request for Tom Jones, which I'm very pleased to play you a Tom Jones song. I know a few, you probably know a few, but it's not unusual to know Tom Jones songs. There's that one that a lot of people like. Let me ask you. I saw the light in the night as I stood by the window. That one, or are you sure? Because the other one I really like is the old hometown is still the same as I step down from the train. Yeah, you like them both. Well, let's take a vote by applause. How many people think I should do Delilah? Oh, I'm sorry. Shout it out. How many Delilahs? And how many for the green grass of home? It's legal. All right. The Elvis guy's going, oh, I think you should do the green grass of home. Well, the old hometown is still the same as I step down from the train. And there to meet me is my mama and my papa. Down the road I look, and there's sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Well, the old home is still standing, though the paint is cracked and gray. And there's that old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the road I look, and there's sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Well, they'll all come round to greet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly, and then they'll lay me beneath the green, green grass of home. Then I awake and I look around me at those old gray walls that surround me. And I realize that I was only dreaming, sweet little actress. For there's a garden, there's a sad old padre. Arm in arm, we'll walk at daybreak until again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Everybody, well, they'll all come round to greet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly, and then they'll lay me beneath the green, green grass of home. The green, green grass of home. Remember, in Canada, it's legal. Now, a young man sitting over there with my friend, my new best friend, Pat Murray's table. Her son, Patrick Murray. I'm just taking a guess at it. Chadwick. But anyway, it matters not to me now. For he said to do a song by the Beatles, and the guy's got to be like in his 20s. Tops, this young man. And one thing that he knows is that for years musicians didn't know that Ringo Starr is possibly one of the greatest rock drummers of all time. And the reason was Ringo didn't just play stuff on the drums, he played meaningful stuff. And in one of John Lennon's most meaningful songs that we found on the Beatles album, Rubber Soul, Ringo played some very creative stuff. Well, I want you to imagine that Ringo's playing it with me tonight, because as you can see behind me, the drum kit is empty. But next Saturday at Relish, I'm going to play drums and guitar at the same time. Don't you wish that you could be here? And in fact, you can. We are among the very few people in the world, and I say we, I mean really me, who saw the Beatles play live. And we have one other person here who was told to, in other words, sawed off by John Lennon when she approached his hotel room door. We don't want to go into that detail too much, Arlo, but I remember that story is very good. I saw the Beatles twice at Maple Leaf Gardens. Does anyone know where Maple Leaf Gardens was in Toronto? Yes, of course. The Beatles played there twice. And we actually heard them because everybody was screaming, but we really heard them. And for you, young Patrick, Chedrick, Cedric Murray, there are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll always stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll always stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Thank you, John Lennon's in my life. Now, and that's for the Pat Murray table over there. And Pat, I'm really, really glad to meet you today. You know, you're a great singer who's so very well known, not only as a fine vocalist, but a wonderful teacher in the city of Toronto. And as a performer, you know what it's like to be up here on this stage and having the time of your life every time that we sing and play. Music is a great healer. Now, for some of our folks that came here today that are going to walk out into the rain and the snow outside the door, it's made you look, though. And they said to me this. Firstly, for my Elvis table over here, they have asked for some seriously old blues, and in my little brain of brains, I got one of the oldest blues songs. Buddy, take it off. This guy's getting, okay, good, that's fine. Whew, must be warm in here. But over here, now there's a fellow named Phil Schlein, who is not exactly a household name, except in the Schlein household, where he was quite famous. But Phil Schlein was a songwriter, and he changed his name as a songwriter to P.F. Stone. And he wrote a song that I'm going to sing a little bit later, The Eve of Destruction. Well, but you'd asked for his other song. I know, because here's the first thing I ever learned how to play on the guitar. When my brother sat me at the top of the stairs at 189 Chaplin Crescent, he said, "Look at this, Danny." He goes like this. I said, "Man, that moves. And it's one finger, it's this finger, no offense. And you just move that and just feel like you're doing something. And I did that for about 3 years when I was 11. And then after 3 years, I got that down pretty good.
And my brother said, all right. My brother used to talk like that. He said to me, all right, listen, I'm going to show you another lick. But you can't breathe a word of this to soul until you turn 40 years old and you play at Relish.
Which is today, happens to be my 40th birthday. I know I don't look a day over 39. But, so this is what he taught me. He went like this, and this is again one finger, but this is the index finger, right? He goes like this. And he did it with his mouth open like that, like. So I did that for about 20 years, and it just is the best thing. So finally I decided to myself, there's a song on the hit parade, the year was 1964, I think it might have been 63, but just before the Beatles were in and everybody was combing their hair, back, right? And then all of a sudden, the Beatles came in and everybody was combing their hair forward like this. But I thought there's a great lick in this song, and the lick goes like this. And I went, oh man, I gotta teach myself that lick, right? This is two fingers now. This is before I learned that one, going where no man has gone before. So this guy at the table here, until he heard that P.F. Sloan also wrote Eve of Destruction, he wants to hear Secret Agent Man. And as it happens, that's the first song I taught myself, and now I think I play the lick right, which is like this. There's a man who leads a life of danger. Everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another heart he breaks. The odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, a secret agent man, oh yeah, they given you a number and taking away your name. Down low. Living on the Riviera one day, and lying in a Bombay alley next day. You let the wrong words slip while kissing persuasive lips. The odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, oh yeah, they giving you a number and taking away your name. Secret agent man, secret agent man, oh yeah, they giving you a number and taking away your name. Where are pretty faces that you find? A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Be careful what you say, might give yourself away. The odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, oh yeah, they're giving you a number and they taking away your name. Secret agent man. That was fun, wasn't it? Wouldn't you like to kiss persuasive lips? Well, we had a request from one of our favorite people for a song by Bob Dylan, and I do know a few Bob Dylan songs, of course, because who doesn't know some Bob Dylan songs? Everybody loves Bob. He kind of talks like that. But he was very, very famous. And do you know that Bob Dylan had a recording of this? But nobody asked for that. But also Bob Dylan had a hit song with songs like Nobody Feels Any Pain Tonight as I stand inside the rain. He had that, and he had this one, Arlo. Lay, lady, lay, lay across your big brass bed. And he had this one. Hey, Mr. Tangerine Man, play a song. I said tangerine. Now, out of all of those songs, which one should I do? Just Like a Woman? Who says yeah? Who says lay, lady, lay? Who wants to get laid? Oh, it's a bar. Okay, so lay, lady, lay seems to be... Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, through the bums of dime in your prime. That's not one of the ones I mentioned, sir. You remember, you're at the Elvis table. Okay, let me say them again. Lay, lady, lay. Is that the number one choice? All right. Because I was also going to say, Mr. Tambourine Man, nobody wants to hear that today. Tambourines, forget it, right? I love that song too. Thank you, Tracy. One of the reasons you like tambourines is because it starts with T, as does your name. And how sweet will it be when you and I get to sing together again and do that T for Tammy Wynette stuff. Oh man, am I looking forward to that. So today is it Lay Lady Lay? Now, if we've got a second, and I know we do, I can tell you that those chords for Lay Lady Lay were originally in a song by a group called the Mermaids. And only one person today can tell me what the Mermaids' hit record was. The song was written by the lead singer and the guitarist of a group that was whole wheat. They were really whole wheat. They were called Bread. And he wrote the song for the Mermaids, and Bob Dylan took the chords because we loved it when we were 12 years old. And the song goes, popsicles, icicles, baseball and candy floss. These are the things that the boy I love. Look it up, the Mermaids. And Bob Dylan said, oh, I like those chords. I think I'm going to write a song with those chords. And he did. And it goes like this. Lay, 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 lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay while the night is still ahead. Whatever colors you have in your mind, I'll show them to you, you can make them shine. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay while the night is still ahead. My clothes are dirty, but my hands are clean. And you're the best thing that I've ever seen. Lay, lady, lay, lay across a big brass bed. I long to see you in the morning light. I long to reach for you in the night. Lay, 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 lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay while the night is still ahead. Stay, lady, stay, and lay across my big brass bed. Lay, lady, lay, Bob Dylan. Now, I know some of you guys have got to go early, but I'm so glad that you've stuck around this long. I'm going to play a little bit longer. And I'm just delighted to be back at Relish, and I do believe that the good news quite possibly could be that we're going to be coming back here, and by we, I mean I will be coming back here on Saturdays, and once September is done, and as things lighten up and loosen up and get back to business, we are going to bring the band back in, and we are going to fill this place up as we did in the glory days of Relish, which were just taking off last March when all of this other stuff hit the vibrating air conditioner. I can't put it into a more simple language than that because I'd get bleeped. But I'm thanking you very much. Live long and prosper. Thank you for the request. And so this guy here who is now sleeveless, who's been gradually taking off more and more layers of clothes, I expect that by 5 p.m. when I'm done, he will be completely buck naked. And I'm hoping that because I think that would be a hell of an attraction. He said to me, he challenged me, he said, well, actually, he said it to Achla as representing me. I was there. I heard it.
He said, you got a blues radio program Saturday nights from 7 p.m. till midnight on Jazz FM 91, www.jazz.fm. You're the blues DJ. Why don't you sing a blues song? He says, not a pretend blues song, but a real old blues song. He goes, like an old one.
So I'm thinking to myself, what's one of the oldest blues songs that I know, other than I Got a Hollow Log, and I thought, I do know one. And I heard this years and years ago, and it really helped me to learn more chords than just 3. And I think I heard it at the Mariposa Folk Festival, when Mariposa was up and maybe in Aurelia or someplace like that. And it might have been Josh White, and it might have been that beautiful guy that used to do the window washing here, Al Cromwell. And I bet that nobody here today remembers the name of Al Cromwell, but he was one of our great blues performers in the city of Toronto. And I'm not sure, because I was just a little baby when I first heard this song, but this one's for you, and it's a real old blues. And it talks about what happens to you when you're riding high. And, a lot of us have got foul weather friends. And these are the friends who are with you when you're down, and they want to feel better about themselves because you're all depressed. And then when you finally fix up your life, they don't want to talk to you. Right? People like that. But the song is actually about fair weather friends, but I'm thinking of foul weather friends. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the real blues. Right there, brothers and sisters, that's the real blues is foul weather friends, people that misery loves company. And we've been learning that we don't want to be together with that. But me, I'll tell you about me. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spend all my money and I didn't care. Taking my friends out for a mighty good time. I bought them high-priced liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. I didn't have $1 and no place to go. If I ever get my hands on $1 again, well, I'll hold on to it till that eagle grins, 'cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, and all your friends you haven't any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I tell you it's strange beyond a doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Yeah, boy. When I got back on my feet again, everybody wanted to be my long-lost friend. Well, it's mighty strange beyond a doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody wants you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Oh yeah, baby, when you're down and out. I don't mean maybe, baby, when you're down and out. Oh yes, honey, when you're down and out. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah. I guess I could have been a blues singer in another life. Can I do another blues for you? Yeah, all right, sure. And I want to dedicate this one to you, and I want to dedicate this one to you guys that came out to see my very first, and I want you to know that the very first Saturday matinee that we did in recent memory was 10 years ago at another club across town, the Rex, it's called. And we started playing there, and they told me, you can stay here as long as you want, as long as you build up the crowd. And by the end of our 7-year residency there, we had packed that place to the gills. They couldn't fit any more people in there, if you remember that. And then what happened was we went over to the wonderful Cadillac Lounge, and we took it there, and we loved the Cadillac Lounge. We met some wonderful people at the Cadillac, including the owner, Sam Grosso, and including a lifelong friend of ours, Tracy, who's a wonderful country singer, who's here today in our audience. And she and I are going to sing for you very soon, if not today, but soon, together, because we bonded with the music. And there she was, waiting on tables at the Cadillac Lounge. We never knew she could sing until one day she said, you know, I know some of them songs y'all are singing up there. And somebody said, well, you know, y'all ought to let that little girl get up there and sing some of them country songs with you. She got up and sang. We looked at each other, and we just sang it like George and Tammy. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing to be jealous about, but it was a musical thing that happened. And I know we're going to sing together again soon. So we stayed at the Caddy for a long time, and then our dear Sam Grosso sold the Cadillac Lounge at a good time, and our dear drummer friend told us about Relish, and the very wonderful owner of Relish, who built this fabulous playhouse for us, Joanne Clayton, invited us here. And what I'm getting at is that at each time, and this is not easy for somebody who's over 40, which I am barely, to start fresh. And we're going to start fresh. And today you're in at the beginning of something. And when you come back here after this COVID thing is all lifted and everything else is gone, we're not making fun of it, we're not making light of it. But when you come back here in a few months and you see us here with the band and I'm all dressed up and everything, and you're going to go, can we even find a seat? I promise you that's going to happen. You'll be able to say, we were there that very first Saturday when Danny came back, and we are going to see this thing building up again. Because if this thing doesn't build up, it's going to be the end of planet Earth. That's how sure I am that this is going to happen again. So, and I want to thank you for that. I do have a blues program. And I'm going to sing you a blues song. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because you've never heard it before. Except you've heard it before, Atch. I want to thank you for giving me the blues. I want to thank you for giving me the blues. The minute you walked out that door, a feeling I never had before, you gave me the blues, Eunice. I want to thank you for teaching me to cry, for making the teardrops fall down from my eyes. I lost the love that you bring, but I found out to sing the blues. Thank you for giving me heartbreak and pain, and a feeling of lost love that won't come again. Thank you for giving me something I can use. Thank you for giving me the blues. I want to thank you for tearing me apart. 'Cause now all my love songs come straight from the heart. I lost the love that you bring, but I found out how to sing the blues. Thank you for giving me heartbreak and pain and a feeling of lost love that won't come again. Thank you for giving me something I can use. Thank you for giving me the blues. I want to thank you for tearing me apart. 'Cause now all my love songs come straight from the heart. Yes, they do. I lost the love that you bring, but I found out how to sing the blues. You gave me the blues, yeah, yeah. You gave me the blues. You gave me, oh yeah. There's a couple of blues tunes for you. Well, thank you very much. I would love to be able to wind up the day with a couple more songs, but did I take a request from someone that I didn't play yet? Bob Dylan? Well, oh, the Righteous Brothers. That's right. Well, I want you to know, I'm not going to make that bad joke about you never close your thighs anymore, because that would be in poor taste. But I made it anyway because I can. The Righteous Brothers weren't actually brothers. When they first heard the song that made them so famous, they said, "This is too slow. It stinks. It sucks. It'll never be a hit." It was a huge, huge hit for the Righteous Brothers. And I think if it's okay for you today, I'm going to sing the other song that was a huge hit for the Righteous Brothers. Not the one that goes, "I'm talking about my baby, not your old baby, she's my babe. She's so fine." That was a good one for the Righteous Brothers. And they had Little Lad and Loopy Loo. Didn't they do that one as well? So they had a few hits. And their big hit was, of course, "You Never Close Your Eyes." Should I do that one? Well, because I was thinking I would do, "Oh, my love." Nobody likes that one, right? Okay, listen, this is Relish. This is what I've been doing. You know, other bands can do all request days. That's fine. I didn't originate it, but let it be known that I was the first guy that did it in Toronto. And I'm still doing it this many years later. All request. I want to take a vote from your cheers. Cheer for me for each song. Unchained Melody, how many people want to hear that today? How many people want to hear "You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin'"? Sounds tied to me. How many people for Unchained Melody? How many people for Lovin' Feelin'? How many people think both songs are crappy? Nobody, all right. Well, I don't know. Well, let me ask, actress, which one got the vote? Lovin' or thighs? I mean, Lovin' or Unchained? You think Unchained got, let me try it again. How many people for Unchained Melody? How many? All right, well, it was Arlo's request in the beginning, so we'll do it. You're just going to have to imagine I'm hitting all the high notes. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch all along, lonely night. Oh, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Oh, Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers rush to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch all along, lonely time. Oh, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Oh, I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Oh, 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 yeah. Next time I'll do the high note. I know you were thinking I was going to do the Johnny Cash version. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your lunch. Well, I need your love. I need it so bad. Now that is in my range. All right. Now, were there any other requests that I missed out on today? None. Thank you. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. Can I finish with two of my favorite songs in the key of D for Daniel? Kathleen, David, how nice for you to be here. You know, I think of the pensioner, and I remember one time I was playing this song, and he named it. And he knew the name of it, even as badly as I played it. And nobody here today does. But that's all right. I like this applause. This is a nice applause. Would everyone clap for me like this, please? Wow! No, not you, sir, please. Sleeveless, keep them down. Let it be known that laughter has once again rung out in the happy halls of Relish Bar and Grill at 511 Danforth Avenue West, North, East, and South. And tell you what, we might be on the eve of this, Pat Murray, but we are on the dawn of something else, and it's gonna be great, my boy, my boy. The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but much too young for voting. You don't believe in war. Well, what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Well, think of all the hate there is in Red China, then take a look around to Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you get back, it's the same old place. The pounding of the drums, the pride and disgrace, the next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace and tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Well, can't you understand what I'm trying to say? And don't you feel the fears that I feel today? If the button gets pushed, there'll be no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Yeah! Thank you. Thank you. Well, they say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we're grown. Well, I don't know if all that's true, but you got me, and baby, I got you. Everybody. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Well, they say love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent. I guess that's true, we don't have a lot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to will my rain. And when I'm sad, you're the clown. And if I get scared, you're always around. Hello, little girl. Hello, little girl. Your mommy picked you up. Well, let them say my hair's too long. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong. Now put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Well, I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you to hold my hand. I got you to understand. I got you and I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got to be. Until we meet again.